Hi guys, welcome back to Justice Jigsaw. Today we are looking at a story that has left the community of Atlantis in a state of absolute fury. When a 14-year-old girl puts on her school uniform, her only worry should be her grades, not whether she'll survive the walk to the taxi. On February 25th, 2026, the taxi war turned a school gate into a cemetery. This is the tragic story of what happened on Palmer Avenue. On Wednesday, February 25th, 2026, at approximately 2:50 p.m., the final bell had just rung at Atlantis Senior Secondary School. Hundreds of learners were pouring out of the gates into Palmer Avenue in Avondale, heading towards their transport. A white Toyota Quantum taxi was parked directly outside the school gates. Inside was Eugene Spoed Titus, a 42-year-old local businessman and taxi owner. Titus was a well-known figure associated with the CODETA, Congress of Democratic Taxi Associations, local board. As Titus waited to load children, an unidentified gunman approached the vehicle on foot. Without warning, he opened fire, pumping multiple rounds into the taxi. Titus was hit several times in the back and buttocks. He died slumped over his steering wheel. But the horror didn't stop there. In the chaos of the random shooting, bullets ripped through the schoolyard, and a 14-year-old whose name is being withheld by some local media out of respect, though the community knows her as a bright, promising learner, was struck multiple times in the chest. She collapsed in the schoolyard and died before paramedics could reach her. Two other young girls were caught in the crossfire. A 14-year-old was shot in the back and a 16-year-old was grazed by a bullet. Both were rushed to a local hospital, surviving the physical wounds by carrying a lifetime of trauma. This wasn't a random act of gang violence. This was a hit in a brutal war over routes between CATA, Cape Amalgamated Taxi Association, and CODETA. This was actually the second attempt on Eugene Titus's life. Just 5 days earlier, on February 20th, gunmen opened fire on his vehicle while he was traveling with his soccer team along the N7. He survived that day, but his luck ran out at the school gate. Only 24 hours before this school shooting, two other men were executed at the Whitsand taxi rank in Atlantis. The area is currently a red zone. As of this week, here is what is happening. On March 9th, 2026, the Western Cape High Court issued an urgent interdict against CATA